Hi boys and girls, welcome back to Penny's Reading Nook. I'm here today at Patch, Spencer, West Virginia, and we're going to do some stuff about West Virginia today. I've got a book that's called Where, Oh Where Could We Go? It was written by Tony Caridi and it was illustrated by Emily Huffman. I hope you guys enjoy this book. I found this book at a place called Tamarack. It's in Beckley. And you'll see a picture of that in the book. It's on one of our trips. My husband Scott and I like to just take off and go some days, and that was one of our days. So I hope you enjoy this book. It's called Where, Oh Where Could We Go? Traveling West Virginia High and Low. Written by Tony Caridi, illustrated by Emily Huffman. Okay. As you read through the book, be sure to take a look to see if you can find all 23 hidden West Virginia state outlines. Hint, see my shirt pocket. So if you look right there on his shirt pocket, there's a drawing of West Virginia. So throughout this book, we're going to have to try to find the hidden West Virginias. And I'll kind of pause a minute or two and give you a chance to look before I turn the page. Okay, so get your eyes ready. West Virginia is a very cool state where some sides are squiggly and some sides are straight. Those sides hold adventures that reach high and low. So where, oh where could we go? We could go to all 36 state parks, enjoy the colors of fall. Where's that West Virginia hiding? See it? Right there. Then travel to the State Fair in Lewisburg. That is always a ball. Look around. We could go to Spruce Knob to climb the state's highest ridge. Or get really brave and jump off of the New River Gorge Bridge. Trying to remember where that one was on this page. Where could it be? I forgot. Oh, right there it is. Took me a minute or two. We could head up to Snowshoe and swoosh down the slopes. Then go down to Greenbank and see huge telescopes. And it's huge, and if you ever see that, you'll be like, whoa, that is super big. If you like to ride trains, we could go over to Cass. Now this one is really, really hard to see, boys and girls. Even if I had to have a flashlight the first time to see it. And, well, with the lights and my old brain, I can't remember where it is. But it is a hard one to find on that page. Or fish Summersville Lake and catch a big bass. We could look for our friends who have fur and feathers. Hey, it's French Creek Freddy. He predicts the weather. It says, here comes spring. And I think he said an early spring this year. Let's see the West Virginia. Oh no, we could tour a coal mine where everything's really, really black. Ooh, I don't know about that. Then eat and shop for crafts at a place called Tamarack. And that's where I found this book. We are just getting started. We could do so much more. like zip lining through the trees on a canopy tour. That one was hanging right down there by my finger. We could visit our capital that's made of marble and gold. Or raft the Gauley River if you're feeling really bold. We could go to Camden Park and ride the Big Dipper. Ooh, I was a little girl the last time I was at Camden Park. Right there. Then ferry to Blennerhassett Island and make friends with the skipper.
At the end of the story.
Okay. We could ride the Hatfield and McCoy trails if four-wheeling is your thing. There it is. Maybe go to the Greenbrier Resort where they'll treat you like a king. Right there. We could go to Ogleby Park and see a family of glowing toads. This is a hard one to see too. It's right there in the dark blue. Then off to the Capitol Theater to help them sing Country Roads. Right there's that. There are so many places we wanted to go, but our publisher, well, he finally said no. If you try to fit them all inside, the book will be 4 feet thick and 6 feet wide. Yes, West Virginia is a very cool state where some sides are squiggly and some sides are straight. With so many adventures that reach high and low, where else could we go? The end. And over here it says, can you tell us some places in West Virginia you know that answer the question, where could we go? Ooh, and here we go. Let's go back to the page of the train. And we've got a thing here. We've got a little contest to go. Let me find the train page. Back and back we go. If you can find the West Virginia on the Cass Railroad page, post it to the Facebook page for Patch, and you will win a Patch t-shirt. And let's see if Benny can find it. Oh, there we go. And Kale's going to get us a bright light. So where, oh, where is that West Virginia? So take a look, and if you can find it, post it to the Patch's Facebook page, and you win a free t-shirt. Oh. Where, oh, where is it? Now that I have the bright light, my old eyes can see it better. All right. So hopefully that was there long enough for you to see. If you hit pause, you go back and look real carefully, and it is there. But whew, is it a hard one to find. Okay, boys and girls, when in Building Blocks, in our classroom in Building Blocks, on June 20th, when West Virginia became a state, we always celebrate West Virginia. And we do that by reading some West Virginia books. We get out our West Virginia magazines. I think it's called Wild, Wonderful West Virginia magazines. We get those out and we look at them. And then we get out the West Virginia map. And I'm sure Mom and Dad's got a West Virginia map at home. So if you want, ask them to get that map out and talk to you about the map. And you guys can see things on the map, and well, maybe one of these days when we're able to travel again, who knows when that's going to be. But when you do get to travel again, get your West Virginia map out and say, Mom, Dad, where could we go? And for starters, if we can get a close-up look of our map here, you will see that, well, I kind of drew an outline over Roane County. So we know, because our state It's kind of a cool shape, isn't it? And there are 55 counties in our state. And right here is Roane County. You can see right there. And if you look right there where that star is, that's Spencer. That's where we're at. And so you can pick out some different places. Like, let's see, maybe you might have a brother or a sister that goes to WVU. Well, that's all the way up here in Morgantown. So we're here in Spencer, and your brother and sister maybe go all the way up here. Well, used to be. When the college was going on, they would be at Morgantown. But there's all different kind of places you could travel. When Scott and I take our trips, we like to go, when it's in the book, we like to go to Cass Scenic Railroad and go to Snowshoe. I love going to Snowshoe. And then we have a family reunion, and we go down here to Watauga State Park. It's right there. So we start off in Spencer, and we travel all the crooked roads, and we end up down at Watauga State Park. Now, the one thing our class thought was so cool about West Virginia is we have the world's largest teapot in West Virginia. And it is all the way up at the very tip top of the state. It's called Chester, West Virginia. And you know how we learned that? We learned that by looking at our West Virginia magazines. So here at the very tip top of the state is Chester, West Virginia. We're way down here in Spencer, but all the way up here at the top is the world's largest teapot. And one day, when I'm allowed to travel again, I think I might go there and try to take a picture of that. And another thing we like to do at Building Blocks with our map, we got out a set of watercolors and we painted our map with watercolors. And then Miss Pam, who likes to do lots of cutting, she cut out the state of West Virginia for us. It kind of took her a little bit to do that. And then whenever somebody, one of the kids in the class, whenever they would go somewhere in West Virginia, they took a picture and then they brought it back to us. Where we had one little boy, he went to Babcock State Park, and we found it down here on our map. I believe it might be right through there, I think. And we'd take a piece of yarn, and we would go from Spencer to Babcock, wherever it was at, and then you could see how far away from home these places were. So we kind of think that's a neat thing, and we can learn a lot about West Virginia by the pictures the boys and girls bring in to us, and by our West Virginia magazines that we like to take out and read and look at the pictures. So I think you can have a lot of fun just by looking at this map, looking at the pictures that was in that book, see if you can find those places on the map. And maybe one day, maybe you guys can take a road trip and visit those places. And then when you're all done, maybe you could put on our Facebook page, "Hey Penny, I went to Chester and I got to see the world's largest teapot." So I hope you enjoyed that, boys and girls, and I will see you next time on Penny's Reading Nook here in Spencer, West Virginia. Bye-bye.